We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury. Sir Grinno, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grinno de Zemile, brother of the Heavens Ward, did bear witness to these two foreigners consorting with heretics.
Let the accused step forward. Alfino Leveilleur, Tataru Taru, you have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Sir Grinno's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alfino Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru Taru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
Render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked.
My pride.
Your Eminence, it is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
I am Thorin the...
Sometimes you just need a beer, Rich. Sometimes you just need a beer. I actually bought this for the PlayStation 3 like a long time ago, and then I built a PC, so I just transferred all my shit over to PC since it's all cross-platform.
I confess, I was more...
But I think they just closed the PS3 server recently.
Well,
you know, who the hell still uses the PS3?
A formal apology and... By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well. We will have new...
When I was asking around about...
I'm actually working on the first expansion. Stormborn or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, the story is not very good. It's not... The game doesn't get good until you hit max level at level 50. But then I stopped playing for the longest time. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, it looks good, but I've never played one before, so I'm not willing to drop $80 on a video game nowadays. It could be 50 on PS4, who knows? I don't know what it would cost on the Epic Game Store either, because I'm not willing to do that shit either. What's that other one? I had an Xbox One, but I got rid of it. Barely used it. No games for it. Ugh. Every game that they ever came out with in this generation has been garbage. Sea of Thieves. Forza, that's a racing game, and I don't really care for racing games anymore because I'm not 5 years old. Crackdown 3 is not... I knew that game was going to be crap because I didn't even like the first two. I think Xbox is gonna come out swinging in the next generation, but this generation they definitely dropped the ball. Yeah, that too. Gears, Halo. Like Gears or Halo just recently got fixed. I don't care about Fable because let's face it, North Americans can't make a Japanese or an RPG properly. You know, it's funny though, I really enjoyed the interface and how the OS worked and all that stuff. Yeah, for me, the Xbox One X was not enough of a boost for me to bother with it. Like, it was... Plus, it didn't have the games to really back up how good the system was, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't own a PS4 Pro either because that thing was even more waste of money. Like, even though it has way better games like God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn and all that stuff. And for me, 4K is not important to me right now, at this point. It's not that. 1080p is good enough for me for now. Wow, this place is busy. Like, I have two 4K TVs, but I don't have a 4K monitor because I don't feel like I need one yet. Like, I have a GTX 970. That's, you know, it was good 5 years ago, but it's not exactly that great anymore. Really? I have Resident Evil 2. Oh, I know why. Resident Evil 2 doesn't run very well because of the software that they have on it. Like, oh god, what's it called? The DRM. I have the hacked version of the game because I wasn't paying $80 for it. And it runs silky freaking smooth on my PC. Capcom has a bad history on putting DRM, like, stupid. Yeah, like, if you go to skid-row games, everybody in the comments section will say it. What CPU I have? Here, I'll just show you what I have. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do this. Display capture. So. Hey, why are you not working? This is basically what I have in my computer. I don't even know if you can see it. But it's an Intel Core i7 4790K with 16 gigs of RAM. Yeah, like so my computer is a little better than yours, not by much. Ooh, that looks laggy. The stream is lagging, but I can see the game itself is lagging pretty bad, but other than that, I got an idea. Let's tone this down a little bit. Ooh, that still looks laggy. Ew, gamepad mode? That sounds awful. Oof. There we go. Dude, sounds like you're just as bad as I am. I'll buy a game and I won't try. Like I bought Octopath Traveler, which, fun story, is actually a really good game. What the hell's going on here? What is that not working? There you go. Fun story. It actually is a great game, but it took me like 6 months before I finally picked it up and started playing it. But I bought it right away. I did the same thing with Legend of Zelda. Bought that game when I bought a Switch. Took me a year to beat it. See, I loved that game. Octopath Traveler. It was really well done. The music was good. The story was kind of meh, but it was nice to play a nice turn-based game, considering that Final Fantasy 15 was fucking god-awful. 13's Final Fantasy was bad. Like, there's no good RPGs anymore. Yeah, and there's a lot of people that say it's one of the best ones ever made, so there you go. Kids nowadays don't know what the hell they're talking about. Okay, I'm making this bigger because I bet I'd say. There we go. I like it big. Where am I going? Wrong way. Yeah, that game, what a disappointment that game is. Holy crap, man. It's so stupid, it's so easy. I've never played Persona 5. I played 2 and 3 and I hated them, so I decided never to play another one ever again. Because I don't want to go to school in a fucking video game. I hated it in real life. What the hell do I want to go to school for? Dragon Quest XI, I actually own that game. I still haven't tried it yet. But it looks amazing. I'm gonna put that out there. And my old roommate says that it's a really good game. So. I have a crap load of Switch games. I think I got like about 30 Switch games already. There's a bunch of indie games, stuff like that. Give me a sec. Oh yeah, Platinum Games, man. Everything they touch is usually pretty gold. So this is what I have on my Switch so far. Hold on. There's a little bit of delay because I'm using my capture card. Final Fantasy 9, man, I own that for the PlayStation 1. It's probably my second favorite Final Fantasy. My favorite Final Fantasy is that one. PlayStation 1, baby. It's the same port as the phone, so if you bought the phone version of it or seen with the phone version. For me, It's fine. Tactics is probably my favorite Final Fantasy of all time. But it's not like a traditional, it's a RTS. Is it RTS? No, not an RTS. It's more of a, like a checkerboard type Final Fantasy. Alright, capture card off. There we go. Where the hell was I going? Richard distracted. Like, for me, it runs okay. It runs for the Switch. It runs well on my phone. I love that game so much, I bought it so much. Oh, have you ever played a Fire Emblem before? I beat the last one that was on the 3DS. Very good game. That's basically what Tactics is like, except Fire Emblem is much harder, because once your character dies, it's all over. Like, unless it's the main character, of course, then you lose the battle, but any person on your squad can die, and you lose them forever. And yeah, that's the way Fire Emblem's. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So you really need to pay attention to what you do. But I beat the last one on the 3DS. If anything, man, if I was you, just pirate one of the ones on, like, the Super Nintendo or whatever. And just give it a shot. See what you think. The only difference is the graphic. Now, mind you, they've aged very poorly, but if you want to see what the game is like, that would be the best way to do it. Yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics Lions War. That one's actually technically even better. It doesn't run very well on the on the PSP because the PSP is a piece of crap. But the actual game itself, like, it has more content, has a couple more jobs, like a few more story missions and stuff like that. So. Yeah, see, that's one thing I kind of regret, is not going after more games. The last relationship I was in, the bitch kind of stole all my games, and to me it wasn't worth going, so she probably got like 50 PS2 games, like 25 PS1 games, probably about 20 PS3 games. But I wasn't willing to go after them, so... Oh shit, what am I doing? Oh, I can't even jump over a fence. What do you do now that you don't work at Canadian Tire? Do you just chill now? Don't have to do nothing anymore? Banked enough money considering you lived with your twin brother there for the longest time? Dude, you need to play God of War. I just beat that recently. I streamed the whole thing. That game is so good. And Spider-Man, I have that downloaded on my PS4. I just haven't tried. Well, I played a little bit of it. Hopefully I can do this. my 6-year-old son or 7-year-old son, I can't remember when he did it, recently deleted absolutely everything off of my PS4 to the fact where I had to install the operating system. He, like, deleted everything. So it really, 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 really sucked. So everything that I was playing, I lost all my information.
Away with you!
Understand the buzz of Fallout. Game is very boring.
To me.
Well, the problem that I have, the reason why I probably don't like it is that I think open world games are there's so many of them now, where it just feels like everybody's copying everybody. There's no innovation. Like, other than, you know what, I've always wanted to try Witcher 3 because I've always been told that game is very good, but other than that, like Skyrim, I've always thought was really lame and boring. And, Borderlands, I never cared about. That game looked boring as well. Yeah. They turn around and take my favorite game of all time, Metal Gear, and turn that into an open world game, which was a shit show because that game doesn't belong to be a fucking one of those, so maybe I'm just biased. Konami buried it. I actually have a pretty good relationship with Konami. They've always been good to me. Like, they sent me like a bunch of stuff. Like, I can't pause this. I'll show you after I'm done whatever the hell I'm doing. I think I'm about to sent me like a bunch of stuff. A backpack. Why would I get it on PS4? Why wouldn't I get it on PC? Seems like one of those games that probably glad to know that you're not the only person that's disappointed in games like Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if it's because I'm getting old, but I don't enjoy games the way that I used to. The last game that I really enjoyed was God of War. I actually beat that game, and I don't beat big games very often. That game had me hooked. Oh god, no. I played it a little bit because my wife plays it, but not for me. That's for like my 7-year-old son. I don't like it. It's got some elements that are really cool, but To be honest, I would say no, considering that Nintendo's quietly gonna stop supporting it, considering that the thing to come is going to be the Switch Mini. Oh, what the hell? Who keeps fucking... I remember I bought the GameCube off for like 20 bucks or whatever because we wanted to get rid of the GameCube. If you remember that we had it. I think you were one of the only ones that did at the start. That came out like just after I left the I think they are, but they're still doing some dumb shit because I really wanted them to, like, they had the Virtual Console on the Wii and the Wii U, like, and I had both, you know, so I bought a lot of games. Like, I want the Virtual Console to be on the Switch. Like, I don't like their online service. I think it's garbage. It could be a good idea if they had a bunch of games, but now it's just regular Nintendo games, which is all well and fine, but it's not enough. I want to play Super Nintendo games, GameCube games, 64 games. Like, that's all the stuff that I want to do. I don't just want to sit there and just play just regular Nintendo games. I want to play it all. Like, you have this huge library. Like, why not embrace it, you know?
from limb.
That's another cool thing about their game. Good thing and bad thing. Their games never really drop in price, which kind of sucks because you're like, man, I'm gonna get this game on sale. Every other time it comes on sale. But at least you know that people seem to get quality. They don't seem to put out games that need day one patches or take a year to fix, like Halo and Gears of War, Battlefield. All the other garbage stuff nowadays that keep installed. Hey Rich, since you're a Fallout guy, did you buy Fallout 76? My son beat that game in like a week. Yeah, I figured. I don't have the best mic in the world. It's just a regular camera mic. Like the camera that's pointing at my beautiful face also has a mic on it.
It is over, Ilberd. Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to justice.
Justice? Justice for what exactly?
Ere we debate who is responsible for the assassination, I would ask whether an assassination...
You know, the one thing that I did regret, though, I'll tell you, is leaving Canadian Tire.
If you think you...
I,
how do I know
was a little too young to make that decision.
If we ourselves are not free...
No, fuck Red Dead Redemption, that game sucked dick.
And to act.
I feel like I'm playing an HD PS2 game. Like, update your goddamn controls, okay? It's a little old, clunky, and stiff. It's time to change something.
You'll not get away!
No, Master.
We are all of us...
See, I lost a lot of respect. I lost a lot of respect for them, Rockstar, after they released GTA 5. Not for the GTA 5 story, because I actually really enjoyed the story, but the way they handled the online, it was just nothing but a microtransaction cesspool. Which is exactly what they were planning on doing with Red Dead Online. So any pigeon that buys that game for the online, you are stupid, and you are the reason why we put up with microtransactions in video games. For supporting dumb shit like that.
As did we all.
What? But how can that be?
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here.
Me either, actually. I think I did the first 2 missions, and then that was it. Golden Sands. Oh, there's a bunch of pigeons that'll probably pay a decent penny for it. I got a friend who pretty much buys almost every AAA game on the PS4, so, and he game shares with me, so I don't have to buy games for the most part. That's how I beat God of War and play Horizon Zero Dawn and Spider-Man and Red Dead, and I played it for I think about an hour, maybe 2. I did the first train mission that's basically a tutorial, and what else? And then you go into the buggy and you take some girls with you to go into town to see if you guys can find some money or something like that. And then after that, I finished. I was like, yeah, this game is shit. Controls are bad. Like, it's just not... To be fair, I never played the first one. Yeah, excuse me, I never played the first Red Dead, and everybody told me that it was absolutely awesome, so the second one has to be amazing.
My dearest friends.
Father!
Worst part is you can't even take it back to GameStop, right? Because if you do,
And Master Papashan besides.
GameStop will just give you like $20 for an $80 game. So, but don't you worry. In a few more years, they'll be the new Blockbuster. We won't know who GameStop is anymore because they're gonna go under. Which in a sense is kind of bad because sometimes they get a hold of like the rare games that some companies don't print very much of, like Casual Shikigami and all that stuff. But that's stuff that you can just get off of Play Asia if you really want to. So it doesn't really matter. But yeah, they'll be going under. Like they'll be the new Blockbuster. I probably about 5 years they'll be gone.
And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthal.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true?
I'll be right back. I need to go get my daughter. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Young lady,
Richie Rich
I
and his
understand you were with
and
the
his
Sultana
coffees.
when she drank from the poisoned
Dude, I remember that shit. He used to send me to the Tim Hortons.
Why ask?
And I'd walk through the drive-thru because they didn't open until 5. So I just walked through the drive-thru. Me, you, Ryan White, the good old days.
Plotted the Sultana's assassination alone. He sought to manipulate you and
Is that part of, I guess that's part of the reason why you probably left. Oh, so you're not the new Marky Mark? I figured that that was gonna be your job. Which is funny because I ended up leaving because of Mark, because I fucking hated that guy. I miss that place, but I was like only making like, what was it, $8.50 an hour, and they were hiring people that were making more than me that I was training. Like, that was just couldn't do it, man. That's ridiculous. So my mom was like, you need to leave that place. That place is garbage. And you know what? I think I should have just stuck it out because I regretted leaving that place from day one, because that was probably the best job I had. Now, mind you, I had an awesome boss. Actually, I had two good bosses. There was you and Jan. I really enjoyed working for Jan. I thought he was a good guy. But I couldn't stand Mark. I thought he was a prick. I had to do the work of what Ryan White did and clean the bathrooms and clean the store and stuff like that. So, and then that just... No, I don't remember Frank. When I was there, let's see, the bosses when I was there, there was a girl who was a skinny, decent looking girl, who ran the hardware department, and then there was Andre, I don't know what his last name was. There was also Phil, but he left, came back, and then left again. Then there was you, there was Jan. I can't remember who ran the the service center, and then Scott. Oh yeah, Fran. I remember Fran. Jan and Fran. Fran wasn't a manager though. I think she was just there for a long fucking time. Do you remember Brian? I remember Brian. Sweet. Sweet. Ah, good times. Sweet. Yo, I remember he was pretty much in his 50s, I think, when I was there, and it's been 10 years or so, so... Remember, he was obsessed with his Honda Civic. I remember that. Honda Civic was the best car ever. I'm not gonna lie though, I drove past the store, like I don't live there anymore, I live in Owen Sound, Ontario, but I remember driving past there, that they've done a pretty good job, like the store got a little bit bigger, or at least it looks like it got a little bigger, I don't know if it actually did get bigger or not, but shit, what am I doing here? Tyler, what are you doing? Very good, baby.
The car.
Oh yeah? That's a car?
Yeah. See the car. What's this little car?
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, I was in Waterloo, outdoor expansion. Oh, son of a bitch. Is that upstairs? It is upstairs. Damn it. Tyler, what you doing? Are you playing?
Yeah.
What are you playing with? Are you serious? Really? Oh, they're those type of people. Those are the best kind. I can't believe Scott got rid of it. Did he eventually just get his big store? Is that what ended up happening? How am I not level 55 yet? This is ridiculous. Skyler. Shh. Shh. Cam Huggins. Jump. 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 You push the button? Jump. You stand on this one. There you go. Jump button. There you go. Big jump. I liked him, he was a good boss. He always seemed to understand if there was a problem. Skyler, how the heck am I supposed to get over there, sweetie? Princess. Big jump. Big jump. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I play PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds from time to time. I don't mind that game. Fortnite, eh, for kids. Apex, don't care. Shit, let's stay here. Are you done? Okay, let's go. There you go. But to be honest, what I saw out of the Nintendo Switch thing, you know, it's given me a little bit of hope that this year might be a little better. I don't mind the concept of Battle Royale, it doesn't really bug me that much in that sense. Because games cost too much money nowadays. You know what? I think half the problem is nowadays is you got something like, if you take a look at Blizzard, like, I think, or actually Blizzard is a bad idea, that EA, where Battlefield 5 sold, I think it was 5 million copies, and they still said that that wasn't good enough. It wasn't, like, and a lot of companies that are having this issue where it just doesn't seem to be enough, you know what I'm saying? So I think in this day and age, like, they have way too much. Oh yeah, that too. You know what? They did the exact same thing with Battlefield 5. I wonder why Anthem is getting the attention it is, considering that Battlefield 5 did the exact same release schedule. I know this because I'm a huge Battlefield fan. Well, not Battlefield 5, that game sucked, but and Battlefield 1, that game sucked too. Oh, why do games suck nowadays? I don't like the idea of buying a game and then taking like if you take a look at it this, Battlefield 5, they wanted you to spend $80 on the game, right? Okay, they still do not have full access to everything in the game. Okay, they don't have the battle royal that they were promised, which is called Firestorm. Still hasn't come out yet. There's story missions that still haven't come out yet, and so all you got at the start was just shitty, broken multiplayer at the start. You didn't even get the co-op mode that they were promised that was supposed to come out at the start. This games as a service garbage is crap. When I spend $80, I expect a full goddamn game, not your half-ass garbage, which EA is doing. And I'm not a big fan of The Division, but The Division 2 is doing the exact same release schedule thing, I believe, where they got their Gold Edition, Standard Edition, you know, Dick Lickers Edition type stuff. So it seems like every company seems to be, you know, doing the same garbage. Am I able to link in the chat? Hold on a second, I'll do it in a sec. Hold on, answering some messages on Discord. Yeah, so you can add links now. Oh shit.
I want the defenses of the outer ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with...
Excuse me. God damn. This wintertime needs to stop. I like winter, but it's been too long. I played the Division 2. Man, that game should be DLC to the first one. It's just as boring, just as bad as the first one. Wow, that game sucks. I'm just telling you that right now. It's more garbage. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna know this place like the back of my hand if I keep getting this damn mission. Wait a second. I'm in the wrong spot. I stopped at the first mission. Yeah, it's not very good, dude. It's not very good at all. Not gonna lie, I actually really enjoy this song. It's not bad. I dabble in a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege. I actually liked that game when it first came out, but for whatever reason I started hating it, and then I haven't played it in years. I've just like slowly gone back to it recently. It's an okay game. I think it's a little stale at times, but yeah, pretty much, man. That's essentially what it is. It's unreal. Destiny was the same thing. I don't know if you ever played Destiny. I was like, the first one was alright. It's just really boring after a while, I guess. But the second one should have been DLC from the first one. It was more or less like Activision was like, hey, Bungie, let's go ahead and make the exact same game. And charge $80 for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it seemed like they were doing. And that game had so much potential to improve off of the first one, but it was so bad. Apparently, the DLC to it is very good. I never bought it, but they gave it for free there on battle.net there for a while, so I downloaded it and started it and stuff. Yeah, isn't that... You know something's wrong when that happens. When the game company celebrates because they were able to break away from the cancerous garbage. I feel so bad that Activision has the rights on that stuff now. Like they're remaking, or not remaking, they're more like BioWare is fucked by EA. Hey man, I'm mad at BioWare. They went ahead and bought one of my favorite game series of all time because it was goofy and fun and the story was pretty good. You've probably heard of it, I think. It's called Time Splitters. And they just did nothing when Free Radical went under because of that game Haze that made them go under. Like, I loved... And you know what? I actually liked Haze, so there's an unpopular opinion. But, so BioWare has done nothing with the IP. Oh yeah. I always thought it was a fun game. Now, mind you, they ended up selling the rights to some company. I mean... I know you're laughing right now. Good old Haze. Yeah, that's funny. I actually liked it too. The problem was they hyped it up to beat Halo, and it was not as good as Halo. So it just crumbled the team, which sucks because they were... Yeah, I finished it too. They were working on Time Splitters 4, but because they spent too much money on Haze, they ended up like losing everything, and it sucked. And then BioWare bought them and did nothing with the IP for years, and then they recently just bought it. Some company just recently just bought the rights to it. Another game that I liked, I'm not sure if you ever played it or not, was Folklore. I still have not beat that game, but because every time I do, my PlayStation 3 dies. And then I have to start from the start again. I've had 2 PlayStation 3 dies on me because of that game. Or because of that shit. I really enjoyed the game. It was a pretty fun RPG. It was like, oh, you attack enemies with like monsters and stuff like that, and then when you wanted to take their soul, my fat PS3 still has the image. Oh yeah. No, I got rid of my fat PS3 because of it's worth so much money, so I got like $500 for it. So I sold that a long time ago. Alright, what next? With the PlayStation 5, that should be coming out pretty soon, probably next year, like November of next year or whatever. Backwards compatible is probably going to be a thing because they missed out quite a bit. Like that PlayStation Now, I don't know if you've ever used it, but it is straight garbage. I have great internet, like my internet's 250, 20 and whatever, like, but I just don't like the idea of streaming a game. I don't. Even though that's the way it's probably going to be in 10, 15 years. I just don't like that idea. I think it's... I like the idea of having a console. Oh my god, I've never been here before. That's not good. Oh, okay. I haven't really traveled this yet. You know what? The Game Pass is awesome. It's actually really good. Because it's only $10 or it's like $10.99 or some dumb shit like that. And the games are on there are pretty good. And you don't have to buy the first party games, or you don't have to, like, Sea of Thieves was on there day one. State of Decay, Forza, the fourth one, and now Crackdown is also going to be on there. So that's awesome. Like, that's like what? That's that's $240 that I didn't have to spend. Yeah, that game is crap. Going down. Hell yeah, exactly, that's... Alright, that fell down, and I gotta figure out how to get back up. I played the State of Decay for a little bit. The game's alright. It's just... It's like they decided, let's just take the most popular games, kind of like Metal Gear Survive, or let's just take the most popular games that are played on Steam and mash them together, and then that creates the State of Decay / Metal Gear Survive. You get to loot, make farms, blah, kill zombies, blah, 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 blah. Same shit, different toilet, you know? God, everything attacks you here. I actually, you know what's funny? Hellblade is, I actually stayed away from that game. And the reason being is because Ninja Theory, they created a game, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, called Heavenly Sword. That was so bad. You couldn't even jump in the game. And everybody said that the game was awesome, and I hated Heavenly Sword so much because it was so bad. Such a bad fighting game, or I can't remember what the hell that, some kind of beat 'em up or whatever the hell. I couldn't stand it. It drove me nuts. So I kind of stayed away from it because it was Ninja Theory. But it turns out that the game's actually not bad. Uh-oh. Glad you remember what I was talking about. A game that I used to love back in the day, I don't know if you remember it. I'm gonna keep making you feel old, so I make myself feel old, is Warhawk. That game is just strictly online only. I wish they would redo that game, because I used to have a lot of fun in that game back in the day. It's so good. I think it's still online, but they're closing it recently. I know you've never really been a person for online games. I remember you used to play, what was it? Tom Clancy's, what was it? Rainbow Six Vegas 2? I think you had the first one on the 360. We used to go over to your house for lunch or whatever, and I think you own that game. That was probably one of my favorite games on 360. Believe it or not, there's still people that play those games, and that game's like 10, 15 years old. It's old as shit too. That game does not age very well at all. To be honest, it never really looked good in the first place, but oh, I wouldn't go down that rabbit hole, I'll tell you that. Determination, critical hit. Critical hit's always fun. I'm gonna get that baby.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No way,
I'm gonna get you.
No way.
No way. No, I'm gonna get you.
No way.
Give me that baby.
No way.
I'm gonna get you.
No way.
Mm-hmm. I really get sick and tired of this song. You know what's funny? I actually really enjoyed that game too. But things get old really quickly. Let's put it that way. I can't remember what the hell I was doing. Traits, rules, job, system, That's not it. Social. God, what was I doing? Oh. Ah, it was this one. There we go. See, that song is much better, even though that the red horse looks cooler, but screw it. This one's more chill. You still talk to Phil? I don't know if you talk to Phil or not. He was always a pretty cool guy. This character here, you have to be a white mage, get to level 30, and then you get this horse. What do you mean boosters, like XP boosters? Really? That is something I did not know. When I first played this game, when I first started the game back when I bought it for the PS3 all them years ago, I didn't even know that they had that. So. Balls. Oh shit. I didn't think you'd follow me. Yeah, see, I'm willing to put in the work and just do it, you know? I'm not gonna sit here and have the game. Okay, that's cool. I gotta do a shitload of missions though. Like, I just barely started this expansion, and there's another one after this, and then there's another one coming out. So I'm like so far behind. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You're my car. My wife won't let me. magic hoe.
Is down.
I've never liked World of Warcraft because I don't like the art direction and I don't like the music. The reason why I play Final Fantasy is because I've always loved their music and the coloration and the worlds and stuff like that. Fucking is that? According to everybody that I've talked to, the latest WoW expansion is really bad.
Know your folly.
Hey. Playing a little ESO? What was that? Elder Scrolls? Oh, okay. Yeah. I've never been a person for the Elder Scrolls game. Like, I didn't like Skyrim very much. I did like Elder Scrolls 4, which a lot of people would be like, man, you crazy, because Skyrim was amazing. And every time that they've released the game 15 times, the same game. But I like the fourth one more. I don't know why, I can't explain it. It's been so long since I've played the fourth one that, you know, I could be biased, so who knows. I bought it for the PS3 back when they were like, you know, PS3 was absolute garbage at the start, when you're like, get a 360 because the PS3 is shit, because it has no game. And I was like, I'm gonna sit here and play my Resistance for 2 years until Metal Gear comes out, Rich. Shit, how am I gonna get to that? It's really a shame for you because the third one is the best one. The PS3 had MGS4, PS2 was MGS2 and 3. MGS3 is the best one. Tried to go back, but I can't do it. I usually beat the Metal Gear games at least once a year. Alright, Rich, thanks for dropping by, man. Thanks for the conversation. It was nice to have somebody to talk to while I was playing this wonderful MMO. But yeah, man, catch up with you later. It was nice talking to you. Have a good one. Uh-oh. Okay, main story over here. Understandable. Yeah. All right. There you are. Mike wants, how the hell do I get up there? Aha! I don't know what that does. If you excuse me, everybody, I'm gonna slap the shit out of some polar bears. Oh god, what the hell? I don't want to do a fate.
See? Is she now?
Oh, there's too many of those here. What the hell? Dude, screw this. Anyways, if anybody actually is still watching, I'm just gonna take a little bit of a break, but I will probably put this stream back on. I'm gonna make my kids something to eat, so thank you very much for watching, for the people that did watch, and have a good day.